Hi my little nugget. Thought that I'd film a book haul for you because I have serious issues when it comes to buying books, and I bought a few books over the last couple of weeks. I'll start off with the two books that I got last week, and the first one is the first book in the Morganville Vampires, and that is Glass House by Rachel Kane. This is a book all about vampires, as you may have guessed. It only cost me £2 from the works, so I thought I'd just get the first book so I can see what it's like, and then I might carry on with the series. The second book is The Earth is Shining by Vanessa Curtis. This is a book to do with the Nazis and Jews. I'll read the back of it. My name is Hannah Mitchelson. I'm 15, I am Latvian. I live with my mother and grandmother. My father is missing, taken by the Russians. I have a boyfriend. When he holds my hand, everything feels perfect. I'm training to be a dancer, but none of that matters now, because the Nazis have arrived and I'm a Jew, and as far as they're concerned, that is all that matters. This is my story. So I thought that one looked really interesting. Next on to my bargains that I picked up at the charity shop. Now these are all books that I've seen in the top 20 book chart recently. The first one is The Farm by Tom Rob Smith, and it got this for £1. This is a book about a man who gets a phone call from his father basically saying his mother's not well, she's been admitted into a mental hospital, and then she basically calls him up to tell him that everything his father's told him is a lie, and then the story goes on from there. What are you doing? Wanted to get in the video. Next one is Before You Die by Samantha Hayes. Again, this was only £1. This looks like it's a bit of a detective mystery one. And then we have Fear the Dark by Chris Mooney. Again, this was only £1. Looks like another suspense thriller type one, scary one. I bought a couple of books on Sunday when I was in town. The first one that I got was from Waterstones, and it is The School of the Good and Evil. This book is about the fact that every 4 years children are stolen away from Galveston and never to return. Most children fear being taken to the school for good and evil, but not Sophie. She's dreamed all her life of being a princess and believes the school could be a chance. Her best friend Agatha has other ideas. When the two girls are taken, things don't quite go to Sophie's plan, because sometimes the princess and the witch don't look like they do in fairy tales. So basically it's all about this girl who's basically wants to get kidnapped because she believes that she's going to be the good side, and she's going to be the princess, and her best friend is going to be the bad side, she's going to be the witch. But it turns out that, you know, it turns out the opposite way. She becomes the witch and her friend becomes the princess. I'm looking forward to reading that. As it was buy one get one half price, I bought Jandy Nelson, I'll Give You the Sun. This is an absolute gorgeous book. Bright yellow, the pages are just bright orange, and at the back, because I got it from Waterstones, you get these two postcards. One that says I'll give you the sun, and one that says if bad luck knows who you are, become someone else. I like this cover. I don't like it as much as the American one. I think the American version is a lot better. And the blurb on the back says, Jude and her twin Noah are close till a tragedy drives them apart. Now they are barely speaking and both falling for boys they can't have. Love's complicated. So I'm really looking forward to reading that one. Next book that I got on Sunday was Ketchup Clouds by Annabelle Pitcher. This is a book about a young girl called Zoe who has a terrible secret, and what she does is she writes to a man on death row and basically confides in him and tells him a story and what's happened. I think this is going to be the next book that I read. Maybe. I've got a few books I want to read on my Kindle, so I'm really looking forward to reading that. Today, or tonight finally, I went to Waterstones again to spend more money on books. The first book I got was The Rain by Virginia Bergin. This is basically where a story about a young girl who discovers basically that the rain, if you get a drop on you, it kills you, and she's like a survivor. Everyone else is, you know, dead. They went out in the rain. So this is the first book. The next one's Under the Storm. So I thought I'd try this out because I've heard some good stuff about it on YouTube. Next book is a book that I can't wait to get to, and it was one of the reasons why I went over to Waterstones, and that's Cress, the third book in the Lunar Chronicles. Read the last two books, Cinder and Scarlet, over the last couple of months, and absolutely adored them. I think this series is one of the best series I have ever read in my life, and this one is a retelling of Rapunzel. And if you haven't started this series, guys, then you need to go out and get it. Last item I've got to show you is a graphic novel, and this was the main reason why I went over to Waterstones, and it's the second Lock and Key graphic novel, Head Games by Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez. I can't say enough good things about this series. I've read one book, one graphic novel, the first one, and absolutely adored it. I've got the third one on pre-order, not pre-order, got the third one coming from Amazon, and hopefully, probably next week because of Easter. And if you haven't picked it up, guys, get it. It follows the tale of the Locke family in Key House. They go there following a tragedy, and basically it's a haunting story about keys and doors that they open, and you know, different things that the doors do and lead to, and it's haunting, it's scary, and yeah, if you haven't started reading this, then why? Because it is one of the best graphic novels I've ever read. So that's my book haul that I have for you. I hope you've enjoyed. My next video is probably going to be my April TBR, because I have been sent some books, well, I've had some ebooks, sorry, to review, and I've got to start reading them, and I'm really excited to do it, that, you know, I was chosen to do some book reviews. I shall love you and leave you guys as always, and I shall see you soon. Bye.